Because if I fail to maintain the proper mindset, then I am subject to be defeated. I am subject to worry. I am subject to live in frustration because of the fact I have allowed my mind to be occupied with things that does not contribute to the stability of my life. And I am not able to withstand the pressures of this life because my mind has the improper mindset. And that's what I want to talk about today. Having the proper mindset. You know, we live in a time when we have to make decisions. We have to make tough decisions. And, you know, we're living in this time of political uncertainty. You know, the Republicans say that they are right and they have the right philosophy for life. The Democrats say, no, we have the correct philosophy of life. The independents, they say that they have the right political ideology for life. And the independents, the Tea Party, oh my, it's enough to confuse the human mind because everybody is saying that they have the answer and that their party is the right party. But you know something, ladies and gentlemen? It matters not what political party is in control. We yet have to confront tough situations, tough things in life. And in spite of our political philosophies and what have you, they are not sufficient enough to get us through this tough period in life. But you know something? If you have a mind that is steadily being and daily being computed with the right thing, with the right truth, the Word of God says, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Why do you fear? Why do you become frustrated? Why do you feel sometimes like the weight of the world is upon your shoulder and you're not able to cope with these things that come and confront you each and every day of your life? You feel that way sometimes because of the fact you have not computed your mind with the solidification of truth that will give you the abounding strength that you need to overcome all of these different factions in life. You know, there's an intriguing story in the Word of God, and I want to share it with you. And it's in the book of John, chapter 5. And I'm going to share a few verses with you from this particular passage. And listen to what it says. Beginning at verse 1. It says, sometimes later, Jesus went up to Jerusalem for a feast of the Jews. Now there is in Jerusalem, near the sheep gate, a pool which in Aramaic is called Bethesda, which is surrounded by 5 covered colonnades. And here a great number of disabled people used to lie: the blind, the lame, the paralyzed. And one who was there had been an invalid for 38 years. When Jesus saw him there, lying there, and learned that he had been in this condition for a long time, he asked him, Jesus asked this man the question, do you want to get well? Now notice the mindset of this man that had been in this paralytic condition for 38 long years. The man said, sir, I have no man to help me into the pool when the water stirred. In other words, people were getting in the pool because at certain times of the season, the water would become stirred, and when that water became stirred, people would get in the pool and be delivered from those things that had them tied. But notice this. This man had been in this predicament for 38 years, which means that, my God, his mindset was of such nature until he accepted the fact that, hey, I've been like this for 38 years and perhaps I have to stay like this for the rest of my life. But notice this man saw other people getting into the pool, getting healed, getting delivered, getting set free from the afflictions that had them bound. And Jesus came by, he asked him, will you be made whole? And the man's reply was, hey, I've been like this for 38 years. And everybody else, when I go to step into the pool, when I go to get into the pool and I have no man to put me in the pool, everybody steps before me and just, go in for themselves. And you know something? When I read that story, it intrigues me because of the fact that if his mindset had been in a different vein, notice he's looking and he's seeing other people with afflictions in their life getting in the pool, getting delivered, getting set free from their afflictions, but yet he sits there and he waits for someone to come to put him in the pool. Why is it that he's sitting right there by the pool? And it seems as if everybody's getting healed and he's seeing these miraculous things occurring in the life of other people. Why is it that, hey, he don't just roll over into the pool and just fall over in there and get his deliverance? But he's waiting, he's watching everybody else. And he's waiting for somebody to come put him in the pool. Listen, are you waiting for someone? Are you waiting for some politician? Or are you waiting for that special someone to come do something for you that perhaps you can do for yourself if you only change your mindset? That is the important thing. You must be willing to change your mindset. It's not what the other person does for you that's important per se. But what are you doing for yourself? What are you doing for your own condition? What are you doing about this frustration that's in your life and that confronts you every day? Are you just accepting the fact, well, hey, nobody else is concerned about me, so I'm just going to be like this for the rest of my life? Ladies and gentlemen, unless you can get a different mindset and come to the conclusion that it's up to me, up my state of being, whether I receive this change I'm looking for or whether I will be in this same dormant condition for the rest of my life. It's up to you. You've got to be willing to change your mindset. You know, I had an experience in my early 20s when I was going to college. Went to college, flunked out twice in college. My mother and my father was paying my tuition, and I was depending upon them to help get me through college. I flunked twice in college. When I flunked the second time, I had to come to my senses. I had to come to the conclusion, it's not my mother's fault, it's not my dad's fault, it's not the instructor's fault, but if I'm going to do something about this situation, then I've got to change my way of thinking. I've got to change my mindset. And here's what happened. When I finally got fed up with the condition, with the state of being that I was in, flunking college for twice, but I knew that I had more to offer. I knew I had more in me. I knew I had abilities in my life that I was not really tapping the surfaces of what was in me.